You look dope, by the way. I really, really love this. I was debating
Thank
coming
you.
in like a blazer and tie set. Oh,
Seriously?
we
Oh,
would
we
have
could have
matched.
been matching.
How's your day, just in general?
Gosh, it's truly been good. I'm filming right now a Netflix, love the Netflix family movie here in South Africa. And I'm staying at a resort, and it's a bubble. So because of COVID, they have to protect us and the community. So we can't leave. There's one restaurant, it's just us. So I woke up this morning, I did some filming, I came home, and now I'm doing this. And I think maybe on before pandemic times, I might have been complainy, but now I just truly feel so grateful. Oh my God, to be working.
Yeah.
How are you doing? How are you doing today? I feel like you're busy. Are you busy?
I'm doing fine. I mean, it's been okay. Been having some internet issues, which again, like pandemic, just makes it very. Yeah, it's hard. But my movie Over the Moon came out on Netflix last Friday, and yeah, and so it's been really, really exciting because I've been working on this project for like 2 years now, and for it to finally be out in the world and for kids to be able to see it, and the responses that we've been getting from kids and families especially, it's just been like the most heartwarming, exciting moment of my life, really. So
oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. You're playing a younger person in it, right?
Yeah, I play a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I play a 12-year-old girl. She's a Chinese girl, and she decides to build a rocket to the moon to find the moon goddess Chang'e. Chang'e is the moon goddess in
Chinese fable?
Chinese folklore. She's very famous in China. We kind of get to like continue where the folklore originally ends, where she's, the folklore ends when Chang'e gets to the moon, and now we get to continue her story. So that's pretty cool.
So what is it like to play a 12-year-old with your voice? Like, is that...
I think actually I thought I was going to have to really modulate a lot when I went in, and I practiced a lot of different versions of her voice, but actually my voice sounds pretty young already. So
I know, wait, I'm closing my eyes and I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, you can hear it. And Glenn, our director, like when I came into the studio, he was like, "What are you doing?" So
oh my God, classic like actor. Like I do this all the time. I'm like come in with all my ideas, and people are like, "What are you doing? Just be yourself." I'm like, "Oh right. Yeah,
that's what it all is." Yeah.
And I hear, so this is all, is this largely Chinese American cast?
It's an all Asian cast.
Okay,
not everyone is Chinese. Yeah. Several different backgrounds. Philippa Sue and I both have Chinese blood in us. Philippa Sue plays Chang'e. Yeah. I don't know if you've gotten to experience this in your acting, but like having an all Asian cast as well as like a lot of really amazing Asian women, specifically Asian women behind the table on the creative side. Wow, it's just so freeing. Like
you feel so like everything you do is kind of right because they imagine someone who looked like you, right?
Yeah. When you're, telling a story that you want to correctly reflect your heritage in, I feel like just knowing that everyone around you is doing the same thing and will just be able to do that naturally rather than trying to fake it. You don't have to worry about anything except, like you said, bringing yourself.
Yeah, you can just breathe a bit more. I haven't quite had the experience of being with an all Asian cast ever, but I've had variations of it. I did a play called Usual Girls in New York, off Broadway with Ming Pfeiffer, and she is half Asian like me, and we also both grew up in all white towns being Asian. I know you're from Ohio, right? She's from Ohio. Yeah, but you mostly grew up in California.
Yeah, I mostly grew up in California. Yeah. But what's your heritage exactly?
Oh, I'm of half Japanese descent, and then also Italian-Irish. I'm Hapa. You're Hapa, yeah?
No, I'm Chinese Filipino.
Okay. I'm so sorry for assuming. The closest thing that I've had, I was probably working on that project, and just I think because it was her words, like and I knew that I was right to say them. But in my show, Dash and Lily, oh my God, our showrunner Joe Trace, he actually decided to make Lily Asian after Be More Chill because he saw Stephanie was playing an Asian, and he said that he would watch like girls go up to her at the end and was so inspired by it. And so that's why he decided to make Lily Asian. And
Oh,
I know, right? And
that's
so
beautiful.
yeah, he's a good one. He's a good one. And there's an Asian woman who wrote one of my favorite episodes, Lauren Moon, her name is, and she wrote an episode where I get to stand up to my middle school bully, and I actually got to add a line in about being Asian. So yeah, so I've had quite the experience of working with an all Asian cast, but I've certainly had positive experiences like with people being open to that stuff.
Yeah, that's good to hear. How has the show just been in general? Tell me more about the show. I'm so excited.
About Dash and Lily?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, so we wrapped in December of last year, so a little bit less than a year ago, right before honestly the madness ensued. So I just feel so grateful that it's done, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a holiday rom-com, but it's more about our characters. You know, I'm Lily, he's Dash, and it's about how we grow and change. And it's coming out November 10th, and I'm so excited and I'm so nervous. And yeah. Tell me about Over the Moon. Like, gosh, so it came out a week ago, you said?
Yeah, almost now. Yeah, it's been 6 days.
Sweet.
It's just crazy. I mean, like, I think it's actually, we've been talking a little bit about the pandemic, and like the fact that it's coming out right now is actually very perfect, because you know, there are these really really wonderful very specific cultural references to China and Chinese life, but there are still lots of universal themes that I think everyone can relate to, especially about loss and grief, and how to kind of, you know, move forward and find love in your life. It's especially poignant at this moment, and for all the kids, you know, who might need this story right now, I'm just so glad that we can share it with them. God, I keep like crying when I think about this.
I know. Well, it's intense. The idea of being a role model for anybody, it's a lot.
I'm happy about that. And just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, this was my first animated project, so the kind of like storytelling limits, I did mostly theater, kind of like you.
Yes, I know. And K-pop, you know what's crazy? I didn't see K-pop because I was working at the time. That was a sensation.
Yeah, I mean, you should also be going in for that. Do you sing?
I don't.
Is that true? Your voice is so nice. It sounds great coming on from my phone. I bet that you actually can't sing. You're a liar.
No.
You're a liar.
I'm not a good singer.
Okay, fine.
But I'm okay with that. I do some good straight plays, and I'm down.
Yeah, but you've been like really getting into film for the last couple of years, and you're like taking off, dude. How's it feeling?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't know about that, Cathy. We never know what's going to happen in this world. It's been feeling good. I don't know about you, but I just feel like, gosh, so much has changed in the last few years, specifically about Asian representation. I mean, when we were growing up, it's like we had nothing. And like to have like just a harsh stereotype on the side was just normal. And so to be a part of this changing industry is just, God, I feel like simultaneously blessed and then a little guilty, just because, you know, I know a lot of older Asian actors in the industry who had to endure so much. But yeah, mostly I feel really proud and happy to have this moment in time and to be here and doing my best to represent. I don't know. How do you feel? Do you ever take a moment to like just breathe it all in? And
yeah, I mean, like, it's all kind of happening right now. I definitely feel the pressure, you know, like I think because, like you said, like there's very few examples of Asian representation. Like every time that we get this moment, I feel like we have to do it correctly, and that's too much pressure on yourself, because like I start feeling like I don't deserve it, for sure. I like suffer very hard from imposter syndrome. But the real thing is like, you know,
but screw that. Like, no, I'm done with that. I am done with that.
Oh yeah, go you. Yeah,
I'm done with it. I just know we're here. But no, I hear you. It's a struggle, and I don't think we're alone in that either, you know.
No, I think everyone feels it.
Everyone feels that way. And I think especially like, if you grow up like seeing the field that you want to work in and no one looks like you, or if they do, they're not being taken seriously. I mean, like, how are you supposed to believe that you can take up space there? It's nearly impossible. So the fact that you did it, I mean, that's just a testament to you. And
yeah. The best thing about watching my movie with my family was seeing my cousins and their kids watch it together. Because I think it's also like extremely special for parents who get to watch their AAPI kids, like, see themselves on film, and like this will just be normal for them. They'll just have this whenever.
I'm so excited for that moment.
Yeah.
I did some during, obviously the rise in anti-Asian sentiment during the pandemic, because of our leader who, encouraged it. I did some interviews with like different Asian people throughout all industries, just talking about it. And an Asian professor, I think it was at Williams College, talked about how like every time an Asian character comes on screen, like in the movie, he kind of holds his breath and he's like, oh God, please don't make this be bad or whatever. So to know that kids now are gonna not have to worry about that is, God, it's cool, right?
Yeah. It's exciting. I feel like you, like I'm just like really lucky that it's happening right now. And like even if you do feel imposter syndrome, it's like we're here, so like you have to live up to it anyway. And so like make sure that the art that you're taking is reflective of complex characters, because like we're human. We're obviously human, so like just be a full human.
We both got trained. You went to NYU, I went to Rutgers. What do you feel like, why did you want to train in that way and not just start? And what do you think that your education gave you?
I did like elementary school theater, but then I didn't think of performance like many Asian people. I didn't think of it as a viable career for a while. And so I kind of like almost on a whim ended up going to NYU, and I like just decided to try it because they have like a gen ed program. And so I decided to try it and, promise my parents, like, we'll see where this goes. And then I just freaking fell in love with it. But I mean, like, you understand, like, it's just, there's something about acting and storytelling and being able to be in other people's shoes. Like, I just can't stop now. And so,
I know, it's addictive. Yeah, for me, I think so. My dad is of Japanese descent. My mom is not. And I grew up with aunts in the industry. Like my Aunt Yumi was an actress, and my Aunt Misa is an opera singer, and my Aunt Kaya is a pianist. So in my family, the arts were super celebrated. So I never felt bad or weird about pursuing it. I think that I felt there was, exactly. There was pressure to like succeed, or like fear that I wouldn't pay the bills. Of course, I think any immigrant family, residual effects of like, God, you want to survive and you don't want to end up, without food. But overall, the general idea of me pursuing the arts was never a thing, and for that I am so grateful. Like I think that's a luxury that not a lot of people get to have.
You're succeeding, and so like when people see this, this new generation like has this option. Like you are also paving the way, 100%.
Well, thank you. As are you, dude.
Thanks. Yeah. So I wish I could talk to you for a long time.
I know. Well, I think we will get to.
Okay.
But congratulations on your movie. Congratulations on everything. Keep going and keep being awesome.
I hope that you enjoy South Africa. And I can't wait to watch it.